Hi, hello, and welcome everyone to Pace Rewind. I'm Tara Bernstein. Let's rewind into Pace Athletics.
The Setters went 5-3 this week, starting off with a 4-0 loss to Southern Connecticut State University on Tuesday, before splitting a pair of games with Merrimack Wednesday afternoon. Pace ended the week playing 3 games against American International, finishing 2-1 against the Yellow Jackets. Sophomore Serena Sandu had a team-high 8 RBIs this week and scored 3 times for the Setters. Sophomore Ashley Liu and senior Victoria Cuellanos led Pace with 6 runs each. Liu also had 2 doubles and 4 RBIs. Cuellanos had 5 hits and knocked in a homer for the Setters. Sophomore Jordan Chelinsky led the Setters with a .350 batting average. She had 7 hits and scored 5 runs. Junior Caitlin Nelson pitched her 10th winning game and struck out her 100th batter this past week. She also pitched 2 one-hitters. The Pace softball team clinched the Northeast 10 Conference by way of a 3-way tiebreaker with Adelphi University and Lemoyne College, granting them the chance to host the conference championships this weekend. The games will be played Friday at 12 and 2:30, again at the same times on Saturday, and the championship game will be held Sunday at noon.
The men's lacrosse team went 2-0 this week after defeating Bentley University on the road and Assumption College at home. Liam Brennan and Bradley Patterson led the Setters with 6 points each. Brennan scored 4 goals and dished out 2 assists, while Patterson scored 3 times and had 3 assists. Brandon Donnellan had a team-high 10 ground balls and caused 2 turnovers, while Brennan also picked up 6 ground balls and caused 3 turnovers. Goalkeeper Robert Beschlian went 2-0 and had 24 saves, registering a .600 saves percentage and an 8.1 goals against average. The women's lacrosse team took on number 9 University of New Haven last Tuesday on the road. Abby Hameson scored a team-high 5 goals in the game, while Emily Ankerbrandt added 2 of her own. Courtney Papp scored 1 goal for the Setters and handed out the team's only assist. Casey Gelderman, Stephanie Chadnick, and Emily Ankerbrandt each scored 3 goals for the Setters, while Juliana Marcolini netted 2. Goalkeeper Alyssa Silvestri finished the week with 14 saves. The baseball team had a big week, winning 3 out of 4 games against Southwest Division opponents. The team defeated the University of New Haven on Tuesday 6-3. On Thursday, the team picked up a region victory 7-0 against the University of Bridgeport. Over the weekend, the Setters took 2 out of 3 against conference opponent St. Rose. Zakis went 2-0 with 2 strong starts to improve to 8-1 on the season. He now has 17 career victories and moves into 3rd place all-time on the Pace Baseball wins list. John Kukura hits his 7th triple of the season against New Haven, setting a new Pace Baseball single-season record. Michael Galino led the team with a .444 batting average and 5 RBIs. And now here are your Setters of the Week. I'm here with Abby Hameson, your Setter of the Week from the women's lacrosse team. So Abby, you scored 22 goals this week in the past 5 games. What has been working for you lately?
I think what's been working best for me is just being able to know my teammates and where they are on the field, and being able to connect has definitely been helping.
So you scored 50 goals and 61 points in your first year at Pace. What has allowed you to have such a strong career here so far?
I think as the season went on, getting to know the girls on my team and just growing with them and being able to read them on the field.
So the team is on the brink of making its first ever NE10 playoff appearance. What will it mean to you if the team makes the playoffs?
That would be such an amazing honor, honestly. Being on a second-year team and making it to the playoffs, I can't even imagine where we'll be in a few years.
And finally, how does it feel to be Setter of the Week?
It's an amazing accomplishment. It's always great to be recognized, and just happy I can contribute to the team.
Keep working hard out there, Abby. Thank you.
Hi, and we're here with your Setter of the Week, baseball pitcher Dylan Mouzakis. Now, Dylan, of course, you had a pretty amazing week this week, went 2-0, got your 8th season win this year. How does that feel?
Feels great. I mean, anytime you can get 8 wins in a year, it's a good year. The last win that we just got was an important one. That was for first place against St. Rose. So anytime you could take first place with another win is it's a great career, a great season especially. So.
Now, of course, we're going to get to know a little bit more about you. So tell us, how did you start playing baseball?
Well, I started when I lived in Levittown on Long Island, and I always like wanted to throw balls around the house and stuff like that. My mom saw that, so she got me like a tee with the string attached to it, and I always used to break that. I used to hit it, and the string would break. So then my neighbors, they were always like 3 or 4 years older than me,
Yeah.
and so I started to play with them, and that I just fell in love with it then, and they were always older than me. So then my mom was like, "Well, if he could stick with them, then he can play."
He's meant to play the
So,
game.
Yeah, exactly. So then I started playing a year up, and that helped me out a lot because obviously they're a year older, a year better. So and then my skills improved, and here I am.
Here you are. Now, of course, we wanted to know, from starting so young, of course, you've had many different coaches and teammates over the years. Is there anyone in particular that's helped, mold you into the player you are today?
Well, I mean, I think I've done my most improving in college. So I'd have to say Coach Manning was a big part of it, and all my teammates at Pace.
So, of course, we have to ask you, how does it feel being named Setter of the Week?
It's amazing. It's a great honor. Second time. It's always a good thing. And, couldn't do it without everyone behind me. They played a great defensive game. So it was a good week.
All right, and there you have it, your Setter of the Week, Dylan Mouzakis.
This Friday, Pace Athletics will host the 2016 Hall of Fame. Inductees include Joe O'Donnell, Suzette Gell, Rich Johnson, Ginny Ziogas Tereso, Todd Ziogas, and the 2000 women's volleyball team. This Saturday, the grand opening of the Ionella Fieldhouse will be hosted along with the rededication of Peter X. Finnerty Field and dugout dedication of Fred Calicone. Coach Calicone's number 30 will also be retired. That's a wrap for this week. We'd like to thank everybody involved in Pace Rewind and our sponsors, Coca-Cola, Northern Westchester Hospital, and Academy Bus. Catch you next week.